Alrighty, so hello everyone and welcome to another Let's Explore episode, and what we've got today is an operating system called Mope or Mop.E. Mope.E. I really wish for one thing that the developer gave it a better kind of name. It's alright name, but you know, something a little bit more pronounceable that we actually know how to pronounce it. You know, maybe even just a Windows code name or something like that. Codename Snowball or whatever, Glass or Glass OS or something like that. So first off, I'm not going to on purposely be petty. This is just like stuff that I feel as though should be changed about it. So here we are. This is the login screen, and another thing this is just me being picky at this point, but another thing I don't like at this point is the font. I've seen it too much, even in presentation. I've seen it too much. It's just when Calibri is used as the default font in Microsoft Office, it's a little bit cheap. It kind of cheapens the experience. You know, if someone decides they want to make a PowerPoint operating system kind of thing, probably wouldn't feel so cheap if it was made on Visual Basic, or of course you have to set it to that kind of thing. That's just me being petty at that point. So this is the home screen. What you saw before was the login, the lock screen. With the little padlock at the bottom, the power button. This is the home screen, and you've got the power button, and you've got the padlock as well. It's actually quite a nice little UI, I've got to say. It's flat. I'm not really that keen on Windows 10 visuals. I like Windows 8 visuals. I like the flat design of Windows Phone 8, and this kind of like, it's kind of like a merger between Windows Phone 8 and Android kind of thing. You've got these little tiles, and then you've got the multicolored application. And application, what I see here is actually these applications have actually got their own color coded kind of like thing going on. So you've got the calculator, which is yellow. You've got the green player, a music video player, a blue notepad similar to like the notepad on Windows or Microsoft Word kind of thing. You've got a red media player, a kind of like a peachy coloured envelope for the Messenger app maybe. A blue globe, which is slightly lighter than the kind of thing. A grey controller, which kind of looks like an Xbox controller, and the settings, which is a default grey and everything. And you can probably hear my computer in the background. It's doing its thing. So we'll just start off with the calculator. Very simple. I've actually created a calculator like this before. So the buttons actually act as, you know, the command. So 3 plus 3 equals 6, and you can clear it or cancel it like that. So I'll put in 3 equals 3 equals. This is the equals box here. You got the, you can actually just type it in like this. So 86 take away 80, so that's minus 80. Why is it 80? Hang on. Times, and then you got 6.97, and that's a calculator. I actually like the little arrow that's going on here. It's quite interesting. It's very interesting how people are able to actually take the limitations of a PowerPoint and actually design their products. Well, I say products or projects, simply just using the stuff that you do get with it and everything else. The hub where you got photos and videos. Got a little QuickTime not available. That's the only thing I've not got. I don't have QuickTime on my computer, so I can actually play the clips. But I'm pretty sure it plays the way it's supposed to. So I'll go to all photos, and some of the photos that have actually been picked are actually quite nice. I like the little border you get around each image when you transfer over to them. Oh, crash. And of course the each slide is the photo, so you can see it loading the slide. I like that one. I like that. I like the tree. I'll nick that off the PowerPoint presentation, save it to my computer, and I'll I'll end up using it as my desktop background. And I like this background here as well. It's quite pretty. So we got notepad. Let's type here. Type P. There we go. Typey thingy. and there's 3 documents you can write on. This is doc 2. Docky free. Cause I like to act up kind of thing, because I'm a weird person. So you got the Messenger, which is sort of just an emulation of the inbox kind of thing. So Yahoo. Oh, okay. It pops up in the main thing. One thing I'll also say is actually have the apps running within the PowerPoint presentation. So you've got, when it comes to these links, it'll open the Yahoo, the Mail, the Gmail, and the Outlook in their own little kind of like window within the PowerPoint presentation, not actually on your own web browser and the real operating system that runs it. Got the internet. Let's go to YouTube. That was a little bit wrong. Yep, some weird stuff going on here, but YouTube works at least. Let's go to games, and I actually like this game here, Amaze. It's amazing. Excuse the pun. Important. Maybe with PowerPoint 2016, an older version of PowerPoint may not be compatible with the game. It means that animations are not the same in older. Yep. Amaze. Let's start. And it does actually work like a normal game kind of thing. How do you make them transparent? I really want to know how this guy made the numbers transparent. Let's go to first stage. You need to move your cursor from A to B. Okie dokie. A, B. The next one will be harder. All this guy needs to do now is actually recreate this whole game, you know, for like a mobile kind of thing. Oh, sugar. Or maybe like a flash version of the game. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. And that's us. And we'll just play some more of the game. I really do like this game, by the way. And when you go into the white, click on the A. If I go on the white, I lose. I think the person who created the game should actually recreate this as a real game on maybe like Flash or something like that. Create a fun game to play. So let's play. So this is a little bit weird though. I don't know. What you're supposed to do? Is it like reversey or something? I don't know how to play tic-tac-toe. Seems like a reversey kind of thing. I don't even know how to play reversey either. So some things I do like about it is it's got this got the kind of like modern kind of, you know, thing you get now. You got this kind of like glassy, kind of like frosty glass dock kind of thing. We can actually see some of the imagery in the background here. It's quite nice. It's the kind of thing you're seeing on. I don't know if it is inspired, but if it is, it's actually quite interesting. I see it as being inspired by Mac OS or the iPad operating system iOS. Because you've got the ghosty dock, not the ghosty dock, the frosted glass dock kind of thing, and the kind of like flat, you know, rounded square icons. And you've got the lock screen, which is just a simple, easy to read lock screen. It's just telling you what time it is. Unlock. If this was actually made on a Visual Basic, which I think could actually be possible, all you'd have to do is just copy and, you know, maybe just like so I've got a cold. All you'd have to do is just remove the or save the imagery and all the icons and stuff, you know, as images, and all you have to do is just go in the PowerPoint presentation, right click on the objects, right click and save as, and then all the guy would have to do. I'm talking to the person who made this. Basically, what I'm saying is, probably would be better if you actually, recreate this whole system, this whole software, in Visual Basic or Visual Studio, because it'd be a lot. It can be done, it can be done. You don't get unless you know what you're doing. You don't get the fade effects that you can in this, for instance, and you have to recreate the Amaze and Tic-Tac-Toe too, within Adobe Flash or something like that, because of course that won't work. But other than that, it's a pretty nice little user interface kind of thing. Very simple. I think this would actually work quite well as a tablet interface if it was actually a real operating system, because I've not got a touchscreen desktop monitor, but it could possibly work as one. Of course, PowerPoints are designed to be used on touchscreens because there's quite a lot of smart boards you get. But yeah, I would see this working as a real operating system on tablets. It's very ergonomic. It's very easy to use. Ergonomic, is that what I'm looking for? No, it's very easy to use. It's very intuitive. You can actually run your own songs through here, but I'm not going to run any because it might be copyrighted. I was going to play some of these songs, but I'm worried about copyright. Another thing I want to talk about is the player here. You could easily drag and drop the what do you call it, the music player here, and actually change it into this. Because it's kind of weird though, because you've got the player going on, through the arrows. So you can switch song kind of thing. So that's another thing, is don't place the speaker down here. Maybe move it up here and switch the background image to this. Simple Minds, what Between the Worlds. I don't know whether to play this or not, but and that's enough for me to get copyrighted, but I don't really care just now. Still a very small YouTuber here. But anyways, quite a lot of nice songs they've chosen as well. Back to the hub. What's new? New design, artist albums, songs, added new songs. That reminds me, let's go and look at the settings. So general, Mop.E. That's another thing I want to say is just change the name, because I don't really understand how to pronounce it. Either just something called Mope, or call it a Windows code name, for instance. Snowball, or whatever you want to call it. Anything that comes to the top of my head. Dupe, dupe as in the fragrance. Nokia, the Nokia OS or something like that. I don't know. This is just me being wide at this point. But size 258, 560 kilobytes. It'd been interesting if I actually went and seen what the size of the file was and actually edited it to look at that. SEL version, what's that? 2.0 and build 18. And I'm pretty sure he actually named it build 18 based on the fact that it's 2018 when he built the presentation. It's quite a nice little thing though. What's new? Updated design. I'd love to see actually visit Mope on YouTube, or Mop. Visit Mop on YouTube, the dancing mop. It'd actually be quite interesting to see what the original designs looked like. If the use web browser is not working, is that what it's called? Does it say here what it's called? If the use web browser is not working, support Microsoft.com cannot insert certain scriptable ActiveX controls into Office 13 documents. Oh, that was a mouthful. How to open Registry Editor. How to activate your in apps. If you want to listen to your songs, and that's what that's called, your player. Is that what it's called? Your player or something like that? Or is it just what it's called? It's called the Your service, similar to the Groove Music service, or the Xbox Music service, or the Xbox videos and everything else. So that's actually quite interesting. But as I say, maybe one thing I'd probably say is actually tell the people who are working in the system, let them know what they're actually running. This, to me, I just call this the music hub. I don't really know what to call it. I go into the settings and it's just like, what is use web browser? Oh, it's the web browser. And there's like how to activate your, what is your? And then you realise you go into this and it's your photos. It'd be interesting if actually the multimedia apps were actually called your media kind of thing. And also give like little fonts, or give like elongated logos or something like that. Maybe in the bottom, like say what use web browser, something like that. And design a logo around use web browser. So have the globe logo, and then have use in some kind of different font. And also don't use Calibri, or a Calibri font. I don't like the Calibri font. It's just a little bit cheap. Use Arial or something like that, or download a font online. I recommend using Roboto, which is actually what I use for fonts on my Ricky's channels. Plug in my stuff now, but yeah, this is just a long talk about me with this. It's a nice little thing. As I say, the multimedia stuff, like the links for instance, they could actually be apps built into this whole thing. So even just like have the apps here like Yahoo and everything else, or just make it a full kind of like message hub, and have these be changed to Yahoo, Mail, Gmail or Outlook, and don't send them straight into the user's web browser. That's just a little bit kind of thing where trying to get the experience out of what you're trying to do. It just makes it look pointless. I like the calculator though. Excuse me. I like the calculator. It's a little bit better than design than what I made once, but it's actually quite a nice little design. Quite big as well. That's why I come to the conclusion that it could actually work as a tablet computer system. Because it is very, the tiles and everything are very big and everything else. But yeah, I've been studying this and trying to think about what to say about it, and it's just like all I can say is good things, and maybe the odd like kind of thing. Maybe you can change this, or maybe you can change that. Not really had that much bad to say about it. All I can say is future-proof it, and the only way you can future-proof it is actually to convert it over to Visual Studio, because PowerPoint's not really that good when it comes to like web browsing, for instance. It's not really Microsoft Office isn't really designed to be used for designing software. It's designed for presentations, but yeah, but I like Mope, I like Presentation, I like some of the other ones that I've done. Some of the artistry. Why are some of these people not in like graphic design or in the software industry? Because half of the things they've designed actually look better than what Microsoft are pulling out or pushing out, or Apple are pushing out, or Android are pushing out, for instance. Another thing also, I've got like a handful of phones that I've actually showcased on my Ricky's channel. That's what it's called, and I can actually see this running quite fast on like a phone or tablet kind of thing, because it's not very lightweight. It's even the cheapest tablets, not much stuff running in the background, nothing that's going to like nothing that's in your face, of course. The only thing you've got to worry about is the fact that people only want the platform that's going to give them everything. That's why the Windows Phone platform and Windows 8 failed on that front, because they didn't really give anybody anything. Wasn't anything to sneeze at. But yeah, I do like it. I really want to know how did this guy manage to actually get the frosted glass effect to work on these shapes. If you're watching it, of course you'll be watching this because he wants to know how I feel about it, but if he's watching this, let me know, because I want to know, because I'm a cheater. But yeah, I am a broken record. I know, don't have to say it, I am a broken record, but all I have to say is I like it. There's a few things I would say you have to change about it. For instance, converting over to Visual Studio, and maybe like tweaking a few things as well. For instance, making the Yahoo, Outlook, and everything else their own apps, and also like get some web apps as well. Like get things like Cool Math Games or something like that running as its own individual app up here. So that's what I've got to say. I don't think I've got anything else to say right now. I've been on quite a long time. I may be boring everybody about this point, but all I've got to say is I like it. I like it. There's a few things I want to change about it. But yeah, it's a fun little thing. And it's quite artistic. So this is the shutdown. As I say, change the fonts. Another thing as well. Change the fonts. But other than that, I do actually like it. I like how it's actually made the UI frosted like this. And power. Very elegant, very simple, and yeah, that's all I've got to say. I'm Ricky, this is OS Chronicles, and I will see you in another video. Bye.